going on, guys? We're back. This one is called Internet versus Tectone and Minx. A little bit late on this video. It's about a week old. It is what it is, but I'd seen some stuff on it and it looks kind of interesting. Tectone it's like a stream. He's a streamer on Twitch, I believe. I don't really know much about Tectone. I don't really know who Minx is, but there's a lot of things going on. A lot of people are talking, so might as well see what's going on, see what this is about. I like the channel Internet Versus. He's got some really good videos. He's very engaging, very funny sometimes, and informative. So it was nice to come check out his channel and react to it. So here we go. Internet versus Tectone and Minx.
Streamer Just Minx decided to get involved in another drama, this time taking a swing at Tectone, making a tweet bring.
So I guess Minx is a streamer too. I didn't know who she was. I thought she was just like, I didn't know if she was like significant other of Tectone. So she's also a streamer. This is a streamer type of, basically streamer beef is what this is looking like.
Bringing up Tectone's defense of his father's controversial past after Tectone got signed to the streaming website.
Right. What I heard was, I think his dad was called, I think, sexual harassment or sexual coercion, one of the two. I think. Hold on. Says his dad is a R-word anime tattoo. So I guess his dad, he found, well, internet, they'll probably explain this what it is, but vaguely know what's going on, but let's see what actually happened.
Kick, even linking a commentary video going over
I've had bad interactions with him myself in private, but this video really will shine some light to viewers. So it's like Tectone, Twitch's most abusive liar. So I'll check that out after this. I'll react to that after this just to get a bit more context if there is context. This could be actually giving context or it might be a hit piece. I'm not 100% sure. I really don't know what I think once I get explanation what this beef is and then watch the video. Context of the beef, context of the video she's recommending is going to tell me if this is some real information on Tectone or this is just more streamer just trying to point to videos that hate on the streamer just to get people on their side. So, but I will react to it later after this.
Tectone's history. This quickly caused a back and forth between the two, with Tectone responding, taking shots and flinging insults at Minx, and Minx responding to women coming to Tectone's defense, accusing them of sleep.
This is so leftful. Tectone's the most kind and caring big content creator I've ever had. The fact that I do CC Mac content creators shows I've ever had the pleasure of befriending. No other big content creator gives small creators the time of day, and he goes out of his way to help and give advice. I've been around Techie multiple times off stream, and I've been you were one of the, he's on his wife. Minx coming in hot. All right. I'm betting you were one of the hosts he cheated on his wife with. So there's an allegation of cheating on the wife from Minx to Tectone. Wow. All right.
Sleeping with him. At one point, Minx even claims that.
Why are you acting like you know him personally? Wait, she lived with him? So wait, is this somebody? Wait, hold on. So she lived with the. Hold on, because I need the context of who they are to each other.
She knows Tectone personally because they live together. A tweet which caused Tectone to be stun-locked live on air when reacting to it. Welcome to the Internet versus Tectone and Minx. It starts when Minx quote tweets a post.
Just a reminder, this dude supports his father, who is an R-word, and got an anime tattoo to feel better after essaying and degrading his past two partners. But all from the announcement that he started streaming on Kick.
By Kick saying welcome to the Kick family because Tectone has moved to multi-streaming on that site, and she captions it by saying, just a reminder, this dude supports his father, who is a artist and got an anime tattoo to feel better after essaying and degrading his past two partners. But I've had bad interactions with him myself in private, but this video really will shine some light to viewers, and this video will be linked in the description if you're curious. Tomato replies to Minx by saying, Minx, that's the minimum prerequisite for joining Kick. Danny Delusion replies, Minx,
anytime you stick yourself in a subject, you make it worse. You're not a voice that people side with. If anything, if you bring something up, it's usually to the detriment of what's going on. Just get the fuck out of the drama shit, get off the drink, go back to me. Okay, so the internet is not that favorable of Minx. I don't know who Minx is. I don't know if this is a video explaining the backstory of Minx and who she is, but I might have to do that just to deep dive to get better context. So Because the internet is not fucking with Minx, and I don't know why. I don't know what happened or what the context is.
Anytime you stick yourself in a subject, you make it worse. You're not a voice that people side with. If you bring something up, it's usually to the detriment of what's going on. Just get the fuck out of the drama shit, get off the drink, go back to being chill. And Minx replies, just because people don't like me, it doesn't mean I'm not allowed to speak up. Hope that helps. And Danny says, it's not.
That is true. But if you have no credibility, that makes whatever claim is being brought out or being brought upon, it has you bring if there's a serious situation happening with actual merit to an actual allegations and actual evidence, you speaking about it might knock the credibility down. She's right. Just because nobody likes you doesn't mean you can't speak up. That is true. That doesn't mean you're not telling the truth. But if things have happened in the past, and I'm not sure, but it seems like it is, if people are just not trying to hear it from you, it seems like in the past you've done some things that have taken drastic hits to your credibility to the point that nobody even takes you seriously when you bring something up. That's what this seems like. This it's nothing to do with people liking you. Honestly, for me at least, it's that you were a chill lass, a good laugh, and you can speak up. But situationally, when you inject yourself now, even if it's against someone you don't like, it's your image that doesn't help matters. But what's her image? Just like was there like a drastic change in who Minx was? Because you said she used to be chill, good laugh, and I guess that switched. What switched happened is what I'm kind of curious about. What was the switch that happened? Did she go from like chill and now she's like overly serious, almost like disproportionately serious? It's just like, bro, calm down, or is just like I don't know. Because it says she used to be chill, so I'm guessing she might not be chill, or she might not be chill now. I don't know. I really don't know.
Nothing to do with people liking you. Honestly, for me at least, it's that you were a chill lass, a good laugh, and you can speak up, but situationally. When you inject yourself now, even if it's against someone you don't like, it's your image that doesn't help matters. Dr. Chris says he'd respond, but you're too insignificant now and he doesn't respond to small streamers. Good bait though. Jonathan replies to Minx by saying, who the fuck are you to talk about past mistakes?
It's what are the past mistakes that Minx has done to where people are just like, nah, shut up. Because I'm really curious about what it is now because I'm like past mistakes. So is it either one mistake or has it been multiple over time? Because it seems like her credibility is shot up until this point. So I don't know what happened. But from what it looks like, there's no charitability or any credibility given to Minx at all during this.
Exo Viper replies to Minx by saying, didn't you try to undermine Crazy Slick's assault on Adriana Lee? And Minx said,
I'm sorry. Time there from what people were telling me. Adriana was kind enough to freak. So she tried to derail somebody's accusation of sexual assault against somebody, and it seems like, hold up, bro. Didn't you try to undermine Crazy Slick's assault on Adriana Lee? Missing something. That's been Crazy Slick. What is this? Hold on. There's like a video from 2 years ago from Penguin Zero. It looks like he's describing what happened. So that might be something else I might react to in order to get more context about what this is. But up until I don't know what this is. So Underman Crazy Slick is sorry, John Lee. So some I guess either content creator or streamer named Crazy Slick had assaulted somebody named Adriana Lee, and I guess excuse me, I guess Hanks had undermined it or tried to derail it, and I guess and she got backlash for it. I'm not 100% sure about what exactly happened, what that. But I'm gonna take a look at that to get more context of what happened between the crazy Adriana Lee and how Minx played a role in that and what exactly that was.
to Minx by saying, didn't you try to undermine Crazy Slick's assault on Adriana Lee? And Minx says, I fucked up big time there from what people were telling me. Adriana was kind enough to forgive me. Whoa, Chrissy replies, you thought essay was funny when it was your mates doing it. Now you're trying to act serious. Go do some drunk DV and leave these topics to people that have a stand.
No, wait, hold up. She thought it was funny. So was she like making jokes? So she said her mate. So is she friends with Crazy Slick, or was she like collaborators with Crazy Slick? He assaulted this Adriana Lee person, and she was making jokes, trying to undermine it and downplay it, and people were like, "No, you're a piece of shit for trying to do that." That's what it seems like this is. Crazy Slick had assaulted Adriana Lee, and Minx was downplaying and joking about it, and the internet wasn't having it, and she got backlash for it, and her credibility got shot from it, which obviously she shouldn't be joking about that. She said Adriana forgave her, I guess. I mean, if a person happens to forgives that person for making fun of it, I guess, hey, to each their own. But wow. Alright, I see why nobody likes Minx. I'm gonna still watch the Penguin Zero video to get more context on it, but, well, I'm alright.
Stand on. Yeats also screenshots this interaction and posted on his page, saying Minx takes shots at Tectone after he joined Kick, and Tectone replies by saying, Minx also takes shots at every Alcoholics Anonymous meeting she goes to, and Waydot replies with this gif of Minx. Oofy.
Oh my god, she's bugging that thing. This is so laughable. Tectone. Oh boy, I've already read this tweet. I've already read this.
Replies to Yeet by saying, This is so laughable. Tectone is the most kind and caring big CC I've ever had the pleasure of befriending. No other big CC gives small creators the time of day, and he goes out of his way to help and give advice. I've been around a techie multiple times off stream, and I've never once felt uncomfortable. Hell, he even goes out of his way to make sure everyone is doing okay, and if he notices someone not having a good time, he'll check up and make sure to make them comfortable. On-screen persona does not fully represent the person. And Minx replies, I'm betting you are one of the hoes he cheated on his wife with. And Oofy says, I'm happily married, thank you. God forbid being platonic friends. Put the bottle down. Tectone then goes on stream in response to this.
Minx, I've seen you one time during my OTK debut. You were nothing but kind, but then you got wasted again under medication at the party. Oh, hold on. Maybe because I'm so used to like streamers, hearing about a streamer getting drunk on the stream, but I feel like it's starting to feel familiar. Seeing her chugging that bottle, that seems familiar. I might have crossed Minx's stuff years ago. If she's a streamer I'm thinking about, it's the one who used to get like really drunk and like stumble on stream a lot. If that's the same person I'm thinking of, then I might have seen Minx in like passing in some type of video, some type of passing, maybe. I'm not 100% sure, but I'm just getting this feeling. I feel like I've seen her before, just stumbling drunken on her stream. Maybe I wasn't watching her stream. I might have seen a clip of it somewhere and somebody looking at it. I don't know, but nah. If this is true, her saying all she really has no leg to stand on, and she's gonna get someone's gonna come back at her, obviously. So you guys just take it.
When he tweets out
It's your internet drama. This is just what happens.
this clip.
Minx takes shots at Tectone after he joined Kick. Just a reminder, this dude supports his father, who's a rapist, not true, and got an anime tattoo to feel better after essaying and degrading his past two partners, but that never happened. Hey, let me tell you this. Minx also takes shots at every alcoholics.
The fact he's doing this on stream is kind of funny. He was like, "Oh, you want to do this? Let's do this." Makes it. The fact he just did it on stream is just funny to me. He just on stream said, "Let's do this." Internet drama, but you know what? It's funny. I like it, and I'm so glad I get to. And I like watching drama. I would never want to be a part of internet drama or anything. And I'm gonna try my best not to be. I'm gonna just stay out my way, watch my stuff, react to my stuff, and go on about my day. Oh, but I like watching this shit's funny. Him just tweeting that online, just live stream. It's funny as fuck.
Alcoholic. How the fuck do you spell alcohol?
You don't know how to spell alcohol, dude?
Alcoholics Anonymous. Oh my god, anonymous meeting she goes to. Great. Anyways, right click true. What's this? I've had bad interaction with him myself in private, but this video will shine some light to viewers. What? Minx, I've seen you one time outside of Ms. Kiff's house during my OTK debut where I said, I got no idea who you are, but you're Slat's girlfriend, right? And you were actually nothing but kind. And then, you know, well, you got wasted again underneath medication at the party. Minx, are there anybody else in the room right now? Are there any other humans in the room right now that you've had bad interactions with? Can you see them? What are they saying? Good Lord, woman. Take your hand off the fucking bottle for 2 seconds. Jesus Christ.
Fate replies, Minx trying to become the next Caseytron, and Radflex says, if so, she needs to start bulking. Muskawa replies, Tectone can't help but abuse every woman he sees. Can't even blame it on drinking. It's a genetic defect. However,
Damn. Okay, first, it's the internet, so the internet sometimes doesn't know what actual abuse is, so I gotta take that with a grain of salt. But not only that, it's not really abuse. She came at him, so if she wants to come at him, hey, it's fine. This is what we're. This is what we do. It's fine. Why is everybody being so serious? This is internet drama. Why is everybody being so serious? Now, her saying about his dad, I'm not really sure about that. I'm not even sure about his dad, about what that is, so I'm not even going to comment on that until I get more context. Then I'm going to comment about it. And got an anime tattoo to feel better after. What does the anime tattoo have to do with? Wait, what? An anime tattoo to feel better after the Granny's 2 past. Oh wow, that's a hell of an accusation. Also, you got an anime tattoo for it? I don't understand what the fuck would the anime tattoo do about that? I don't understand.
However, going back to the original tweet we started with, the next day, John Daly Betts replies by saying, "Why are you acting like you know him personally?" And Minx replies, "I lived with him?" Elon Please Stop replies, "Minx, it's not too late.
You were drunk before the after party. I almost had you thrown out of the show because you were yelling and making everyone uncomfortable completely. I've tried everything with you, rehab, everything. I hope this is your rock bottom. Get help. Minx, it's not too late. You gotta help yourself. So many people in the past have tried to help. So I'm guessing Minx just a severe drinking problem. Just not doing anything to actually stop it. Wait, did they were roommates?
Got to help yourself. So many people in the past have tried to help you." Showing an old Cutie Cinderella tweet where she said, "I almost had you thrown out of the show because you were yelling and making everyone uncomfortable. Completely. I've tried everything with you. Rehab, everything. I hope this is your rock bottom. Get help." Zay replies to Minx by saying, "So now we are just making shit up?" And Tectone caught wind of this reply the next day and also responded to it on stream when Yeats tweets out this clip about Minx's claim that they used to be roommates.
Girl, I've seen, and since the start of the year, so many of Yeet's tweets now. I had no idea who Yeet was before the start of 2025. Now, there's so many people reacting to his tweets. There's so many people just listening to Yeet. And because he just either A, drops some shit that just sends the content world and everybody's on it, or he drops a clip and people are just like, what the fuck is this? So shout out to Yeet's Twitter. He's always feeding the content creators. There's always new content, always new stuff to react to every time Yeet drops a tweet. Always watching.
Minx is claiming that she lived with me? What the fuck is... That has 200 likes! What the fuck? This bitch is crazy! What the fuck? How do 200 people believe this? Post it? No, because that's what she wants, bro. She's just being weird, right? I'm not gonna farm Minx because she's another dumb whore on the internet that's just trying to farm my clout so she can plug her fucking failing OnlyFans. That's all it is, bro.
My bad. No, not for that. I'm not even weird that okay. Well, no, I thought she was a streamer. I didn't know she was OnlyFans. I got a problem to get your bag clean. So if you do OnlyFans, you are a whore. I'm sorry. It's literal sex work. It's not even an insult. It's literally describing what you do. If you do OnlyFans, you are a whore. I'm sorry. At least you're trying to get paid to do it. There's some people out here who is whores for free. Whores just for the game, just for the love of it. At least you're trying to get paid to do it. These ones, they just out here doing it for free, getting nothing. So at least you're trying to get your bag. So don't think I'm trying to insult you by doing that. If you take an insult, I'm sorry. If you think whore is an insult, my bad. That's male and female whores, and just stop it. Anyway, nah, not this crazy bitch just thinking she live with you. I wouldn't know how to take. I was like, what? I'd be looking around. Hey, did this bitch live with me? And I didn't know. How did I not know? No, what? Oh, this bitch might be genuinely like, oh, bro. You gonna want to do something about that, bro. You gonna want to do something about that shit. I swear to
God, that is... Yo, Mod, somebody screenshot that reply and add that to the Minx files. Just so we have that for later. Screenshot the whole context of that, because that's insane. And besides, I already know Ox in my chat, and he's probably going to post that on his fucking Twitter, right? So that'll be on there in 30 minutes. That's insane.
Tectone replies to the clip by saying, "Man, and I thought I was schizophrenic." He says, "She must have been hiding in your liquor cabinet." Emerald Apple replies to the clip by saying, "I recently discovered that some people are so delusional and lie so easily that eventually their mind fabricates memories to support their lies." Over on LSF, Tied to Dragon Fruit also posts a continued response from Tectone when he attaches this clip.
Yep, dude, let me tell you, man, mental retardation and Jack Daniels, recipe for disaster. Minx also takes shots at every Alcoholics Anonymous meeting she goes to. You want to know why she didn't respond to that? Because she know her ass got fucked. I'll be real, bro. Minx is such a nasty bitch. I wouldn't fuck that whore with Russell's dick. I'm good, bro. Absolutely.
bro. Listen, I understand Mix is coming for your neck, but alright, bro. Just tone it down a little bit. I get it. He's mad. This is probably just Tectone. This is probably how he just talks. This is probably how he normally is. But hey, bro, I get it. She's coming at you, bro. But just like, I would fuck this whore with this. But all right, relax. All right, you ain't gotta go that hard in the paint. I understand. She says some shit, and this is the internet. I know. But, hey, man, you ain't gotta go that hard in the paint, bro. You okay, bro? Tranquilo.
Not. Hell nah, bro. You can track every single... Bro, you have sex with Minx, and then your STD list starts to look like one of these Pokédex bios in fucking Twitter. You know what I'm saying? Chlamydia / some flag for representing crabs. You know what I'm saying? 18 other descriptors. He caught them all. He caught them all, guys, but it's not Pokemon that she caught.
Ares Argento responds, Tectone, I'm a good guy. And Steer Fucked My Mom says, in the last thread someone linked where someone called him out on Twitter and he threatened to send his dad to her, this was after his SA conviction was exposed. That's who he is. Agitated Person replies, Red Pill, Gym Bro, dog shit insults. And Thumbbreaker says, look at him. That ain't no Gym Bro. Sing Silly Songs replies, is Minx still partnered? Thought you caught a ban for talking about other streamers like that. An Oddly Shaped Bagel says, 1 day suspended from Twitch, he goes live on Kick with a big drama viewer boost, comes back a day later, and nothing is different except he made a fat 1-day check. Falcon Eye replies, Tectone talks about women. His father taught him so well. Tectone then goes on his...
I don't know what that means. And also, fuck, bro, if I'm gonna get spit from Twitch, shit, nigga, let me go kick, let me go run this bag and go get this bag from Kick real quick. If Kick is gonna let me do it, why not? And I went, did he get a ban for the way he talked about Justin Minx and that? And I think it was that. I had to assume I had to assume that stream he just did and everything he just said where I said Tranquilo, I'm pretty sure that's what Twitch banned. I'm gonna just easy yes. So 1 day suspension. Let me go multi-stream over here on Kick. Let me go get this bag. Let me go get this check from Kick real quick. My suspension's over. I come back to Twitch. I stream on Twitch and Kick at the same time. So if Twitch want to do it again, hey yo, go to Kick. We over on Kick. We still chilling. Hey man, smart dude. I'm spending for a day. I'm not gonna miss out on a check for a day. Let me go to Kick real quick. Let me go get this bag. Why not?
his own Twitter page, screenshotting the I lived with him post and saying, if this doesn't show you that people can spread any misinformation about me on this app and people believe it, I don't know what will. These OF girls been farming me for months. How about instead of trying to save y'all's dying OnlyFans by spreading false SA claims, y'all just get real jobs. Gooser says, I can vouch. I actually lived with him and he only touched me consensually. Gaze for Trump replies, I watched that hour-long hit piece video by Shamu or whatever, and it was so bad. Referencing the one that Minx sent earlier, which is linked in the description. Tectone replies, all women equals telling truth. Tectone equals only lies. Lil bro doesn't get that you can't NDA crimes. Yusuf replies to Tectone by saying, remember when you cried on stream after your dad was exposed for being the Harvey Weinstein of the US military? And Tech replies, dad didn't R anyone. More fake news proving my point. Also, I cried reliving my childhood trauma of getting a gun pulled on me. Hope this helps. Attaching a link to an article with a highlighted section saying, the judge found him not guilty of the most serious charges of SA, which would have required him to register as an S offender. Yusuf replies, the article literally says he was found guilty of 3 counts of SH and 5 counts of SA. This just proves my point that your dad is a degenerate S-pest freak. And Damia replies, do you have a link to the article? The screenshot says the judge only found him guilty of storing corn on his work computer, SH, wrongful touching that was non-SOL, and showing coworkers corn, while finding him not guilty of SA. So I'm confused where you see that. And Yusuf attaches this screenshot that says,
last week, Colonel Robson was convicted by a military judge of 14 charges, including having pornography on his government computer. Really, did? On your government computer. You have your own phone. You have your own computer. Why are you using the government computer for this porn? I'm sorry. Hold on. This might be the degenerate gooner in me, but I don't understand you being a government official and using your government job for porn. You have your own. I know damn well you make enough money for your own laptop, enough for your own phone. You have enough to probably get a second phone. Just get one phone for porn. You a colonel in the military? Bruh, you could afford to get you a little backup phone just to watch your porn on. Why are you storing porn and you're storing, you're keeping it? Bro, you're keeping the porn. You're keeping the photos and the videos of the porn. I'm not that much of a degenerate gooner to where I save my porn. And you're saving your porn onto the computer, bro. This is the shit when Voss was saving his lolicon on his fucking laptop next to his tax returns. What are you doing? Why? Dude, you know how much of a gooner you are to have? How much of a fucking degenerate gooner you have to be to store your porn on files on the computer? And now let's take that up a notch by storing it on the government computer. Fucking degenerate. Sexually harassing 3 women. I was right about that yesterday about the sexual harassment. And assaulting 5 women. 8 women that served. Wait, what do you mean by assault? Is that touching with non-consent? I think that's what that was. The assaulting. Because what was wrongfully touching that was non-sexual? think that might have been what they were talking about with like the assaulting, unless there was something else in that article that was not shown and just showing this.
Colonel Robertson was convicted by a military judge of 14 charges, including having pornography on his government computer, SHing 3 women, and assaulting 8 women that served under his command. It testified at great cost to their careers and their privacy. Phosophy replies, not the same article, what the fuck? The article literally says, then you pull another article, shaking my head.
That wasn't. Remember earlier in this video when everybody kept saying Minx should just be told, like her speaking about something hurts the credibility of it. You posting the wrong article when you're trying to prove a point hurts the credibility of this. You make Tectone look more credible when you're being dishonest like this. What are you doing? Why do you think you have to be dishonest to get your point across? If you have to be dishonest to get your point across, then you have no point. You shouldn't have to be dishonest or be disingenuous in order to get your point across. If you have to, you have no point. Why would you do that? Why would you just cut the legs of credibility off from underneath this by posting a different article? What are you doing? And you're getting called out on it in front of the internet. What the fuck are you doing? How would you be?
And Yusuf says, does it fucking matter?
The U.S. congressional website literally said, does it matter? What do you mean? What do you mean does it matter? It's not the same article. Touch them without permission on their breasts, thighs, and buttocks and encourage them to look at pornography on his computer. Oh, that's weird. He would routinely touch them without permission on their breasts, thighs, and buttocks. So he was a handsy motherfucker, but this is telling me. But don't show the wrong article then, jackass. Show this one. Just don't bring 2 different articles together and say it's the same shit. You look fucking dishonest. I understand. Don't be fucking dishonest if you're trying to get your point across because it makes you look like you have no credibility. It's hard to believe what the fuck you're saying if people see you're being dishonest and you're trying to be dishonest on purpose.
U.S. congressional website literally said he essayed women. Here's a link if you want to read the whole thing, which will be linked in the description as well. And he attaches an image that says, Colonel Robertson routinely touched them without permission on their breasts, thighs, and buttocks, and encouraged them to look at porn on his computer. Some testified the harassment occurred daily. Sadly, the military careers of these 8 women who bravely did the right thing are almost assuredly destroyed. Zach the Zinduck replies, this is neither a first-hand source nor references any source. This is a record of a speech made by a politician in Congress, so more likely to contain lies than not. Before saying, it's on the congressional website, at least check what the source is. And Yusuf says, it is a congresswoman speaking up about the details of the case after it happened. Pretty insane cope to say it's just lies. And Yuba replies, Congresswoman, OnlyFans girl, doesn't matter. Both will lie, and both already lied. Shout out to our tier 3 members, internet representatives.
I'm so confused. So he was trying to get the sexual harassment. When he said the assaulting, I'm the touching, obviously. So he's not a rapist, but he is a sexual assaulter. Yes, he's a sexual harassment, non-consensual sexual. But it said non-sexual touching, so I'm confused. No, I'm confused. Non-sexual touching. It said just the breast, thighs, and buttocks. I'm confused. Because I feel like that would that not be in a sexual way? He's showing them porn. I feel like there's something missing here.
Keep going, South South. And thank you guys so much for the support, and I'll see you all in the next episode.
All right, that was Internet versus Tectone and Minx. Interesting video. As you can see, just another streamer drama. Another streamer drama between 2 people. I don't even know why they're beefing, to be honest. I really don't. I don't know why they're beefing. Minx might just be doing it for attention. There might be some background shit from it. I don't know. But if this continues, it might go further into me figuring out what exactly this is. So I don't mind going down the rabbit hole. This is kind of the shit we do. We go down the rabbit hole of certain internet beefs. We talk about serious shit. We talk about shit. We talk about shit that matters sometimes, and sometimes it doesn't. It's fun shit. But no, shout out to Internet Versus. Good content, great dude. And I can't wait to react to more stuff in the future. But that's it for right now, guys. And I'll see y'all next time when I react. Peace, guys.